Former Conservative MP Anna Firth has criticised the Prime Minister days after he announced a turnaround in the grooming gang scandal. A GB News guest certainly wasn't holding back as they called for Sir Keir Starmer to resign over his handling of the grooming gang scandal. The Prime Minister has faced criticism for resisting calls for an inquiry, with the Conservatives claiming they forced him into a U-turn. He was accused of dismissing opposition concerns as some kind of far-right bandwagon. On Tuesday's breakfast show, June 17, hosts Ben Leo and Ellie Costello welcomed Conservative MP Anna Firth to the show, where they discussed the Labour leader's sudden reversal on the national inquiry. The former Tory told the hosts that Starmer's decision to order a review by Baroness Casey was disgraceful in her scathing judgment. The fact that Keir Starmer has had to commission another report that we all paid our taxes on to tell us things that we already knew, I think, is absolutely disgraceful. He should have commissioned this report 6 months ago. That's another big change of heart. In an attack on Starmer, Firth criticised the Prime Minister's previous claims that any calls for an inquiry were far-right, branding them disgusting. I think it's a complete betrayal of the victims who deserved it sooner, and the fact that he's linking people who are campaigning for this to the far right is disgusting, she said. It comes after GB News raised the sensitive subject of the gangland scandal on its morning show after the Prime Minister made a 180-degree turn and agreed to an investigation. The Labour Prime Minister said he accepted the recommendations of Baroness Louise Casey's data and evidence audit and believed a national inquiry was the right thing to do. Presenter Stephen Dixon said Starmer's demand for an apology was understandable, given that the Prime Minister had called it a far-right demand at one stage. Political commentator John Oxley admitted it would be interesting to see what the report contained that persuaded Starmer to change his mind. Criticising the police and social workers for not taking victims seriously, he agreed with Stephen that swift action was needed. It's clear that Baroness Casey, who is highly respected in this area, has looked at this and said there was a case, he said.